Well, hello there. Welcome to my little corner of the internet. My friends call me Stripes, and you can too. I am a car camping, backpacking, jet-setting adventurer who loves being cozy at home. I am the jet-setting homebody, and these are my stories. I'm here to discover, explore, document, and share as much of this world as I can in this short life. Today, I'm excited to share with you an unexpected journey I recently took while driving down the stunning Oregon coastline along Highway 101. From the Washington border to the California border, all 340 miles of beautiful beaches sprinkled with lighthouses, small coastal towns, saltwater taffy, tide pools, and even some spooky history. I invite you to grab a yummy beverage of your choosing, get cozy, and enjoy. You are watching Jet Set Home. Good morning, friends. I woke up this morning to a very blustery, rainy, cold day, which is great because that's my favorite type of weather. However, it does put a kibosh on my plans for the day, which is kind of funny because I didn't plan this trip at all. But last night as I was going to bed, I was thinking about what I might be able to do on my way back down to Northern California. And turns out there's like weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks of activities. You could spend the entire summer on Highway 1 up and down the Oregon coast doing all types of things. So I took some time to figure out like my top 10 things that I would like to do. And unfortunately, the rain takes out most of them. That's right, y'all. You guessed it. I chose all the hiking. They're really small trails, like 6-mile trails, and to some really cool places like historical forts and tide pools and things like that. But, you know, hiking in my situation right now is going to be risky. Hiking in the rain, that's just plain stupid. So I'm gonna revisit my list here while I'm sitting in this rest stop overlooking the ocean, and come up with a plan B. Either way, we will be making our way down Highway 1 along the Oregon coast. I just had breakfast at the Pig Pancake? I thought it said pagan pancake, and it really excited me because I don't know what a pagan pancake is, but I was really excited to try one. It's not pagan pancake, it's pig pancake. Anyway, it was really good, and the service was amazing. As far as Greasy Spoon is concerned, it was really good. The coffee was nothing to write home about, but I'm still on the search for a good cup of coffee. I'm sure I'll find one. Anyway, it's a cute little town, Seaside, and I'm sure that in the sunny times of the year, would be an awesome place to enjoy. It's a little gloomy. I love gloomy weather. I love it. It's my favorite. But when you're in a beach town full of like bikini shops and saltwater taffy and you know what I mean, like carousels and stuff, it's so sad when it's gloomy. It doesn't fit, and it's sad. So I'm getting the heck out of here, and we're gonna go to a state park. I think it's called Ecola. I want to call it Ecola. I don't know what it is with me and words today. But anyway, it's a state park. It's where you can see the Haystack Rock, which is, of course, the famous rock in Goonies. The big giant one off of the coast. I get so distracted by secondhand stores. I don't know what it is. It's the treasure hunter in me. Anyway, so Haystack Rock is world famous. We're gonna go see that. But more importantly, the tide pools. I looked up the tides, and at 11:30 this morning will be low tide, and I'm gonna get on out there and see some critters in some tide pools, and I'm really excited. So I hope it all works out. And if it doesn't, that's okay too. My first stop was Ecola State Park, a beautiful park just north of Cannon Beach where the iconic Haystack Rock is located. This park promised tide pools, hiking, a lighthouse, and of course, Oregon coastal views. Ecola State Park did not disappoint. Okay, so here's the current situation. This is why I do what I do. This is the reason why I work hard and then get in my car and play hard, because I just spent $5 on an all-day pass to park here with a beachfront view. I'm literally the first car in the park, not even the first car in the parking lot. I just have the first most epic parking spot in the parking lot. And I can be here all day long. So what are we gonna do with that amazing information? There's several hiking trails that I may or may not attempt. There are tide pools, which absolutely must be explored. And I think, sometimes just sitting at the beach is also just really pleasant. I have all or both of my braces on my knee. I'm feeling good, positive about things. It's a little achy after yesterday's climb. So the plan is to go down to the tide pools first, and if my knee's feeling better, I am hiking to a lighthouse. So fingers crossed. I'm currently in this magical tree forest tunnel situation that is just so magical. Like little fairies live here. Oh, I love it. I love it. Okay, according to the movie buffs out there, this is the beach where Patrick Swayze and Keanu Reeves had their final showdown in Point Break. It's also where Bella and the werewolf guy had a conversation. I don't know. I didn't really watch Twilight, but I guess they walked on this beach to a log or something. Kindergarten Cop was also filmed on this beach, and one other, but I can't remember what it was. Obviously something I have. Oh my God! How could I forget the most important one? Goonies. Oh, my membership to the 80s has been revoked. I can't believe it. Oh, please still like me after that. Mistake. Brain fart of epic proportion. Anyway, I'm never going to live that one down in my own brain. This is one of the filming locations for Goonies. After they find the ship. Spoiler, if you haven't seen it, they find the ship and all the treasure and they save the town. And this is the beach where they reunite with their families. I haven't even reached the tide pools yet, and there's so much life that's just on the sand after the tide went out. All these different shells and little crab. Woo! We're here! During high tide, this rock is covered in the ocean, underwater. It's taller than I am. It's pretty incredible. When I was a little kid, my dad used to take me to tide pools all the time, and I always pretended that I was a mermaid, and I would like pretend to swim through the rocks, and it was a good time. I had a good childhood, lots of imagination. There's a pool over here that I would love to get to, but it seems pretty dangerous as far as the stability of my leg. So I bet it's really cool. I bet it's really, really cool. It's hard to get to. It's full. It never empties, which means there's critters in there that are open. And I bet it hasn't been messed with by little hands. But I don't know, being rescued off of this cliff doesn't seem like it's definitely not on my to-do list today, so I'll let it go. It's hard. Well, y'all, I did it. I fell. I'm fine. It doesn't hurt. Little blood. It's fine. But it did remind me that I'm not at 100% right now, and I need to be more careful. So I'm walking away from the tide pools. A couple of reasons. One, I was taking too many risks. I really wanted to see that big old tide pool over there. I bet there were some really cool creatures in there. And then the other reason is because it's getting really crowded. And I don't like crowds. You know that. I just spotted something that absolutely reminds me of my childhood. And I have to explore it and then show you guys, because this is what my little sister and I did throughout our entire childhood. My dad used to fish, ocean fish like this, and he'd get us in the camper the night before, and at 3 o'clock in the morning we'd hear the camper start up, and he'd drive out to the ocean and start fishing at sun up, whatever. I don't know when fishermen fish, because we would wake up at an appropriate time like 8 a.m., 9 a.m. and come out to the beach, and we would just spend the entire day playing in tide pools and with kelp and making forts. And y'all, I just found a fort, and it's epic, and it reminds me of my little sister. like I sliced my toe up pretty good, but I just washed it out. It's not bleeding anymore, so I'll disinfect it, but I doubt I'll put a bandage on that one. And then my leg. Hey, look at that beauty. Definitely gonna need to disinfect. Ooh, that stings. Okay, it's time to say goodbye to the most epic parking spot I've ever had in my entire life. Beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Yo, we just got another front row parking spot. What the heck? I should play the lottery today. So apparently there are puffins here, and I'm gonna walk over to the rock where they live, but they're really hard to see, and most people never see one. But we've had such good luck today that I bet we'll see one. Maybe not with the camera, but hopefully, fingers crossed, with the naked eye. Looks like we're not the only ones that got the puffin message. Maybe this is a good sign. That's not where the puffins live. We're on the wrong trail. The wind was so bad on the top of this little hill that I had to mute this audio for you guys. This is the rock where the puffins lived, and unfortunately my camera was not going to pick it up, but I was able to see birds with the naked eye. Whether or not they were puffins, I have no idea. Before we go back to the car, I want y'all to do this with me. Over there is the Haystack Rock, the iconic Goonies rock. And we've come all this way. So on the count of 3, I want you guys to all say it with me. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Goonies never say die!
Goonies never say die! I'm not a Goonie. I want to go home.
If you don't know what I'm talking about, rent that movie immediately and catch up. I decided to try and find some fresh seafood in the small town of Cannon Beach. I instead found amazing art studios, small shops full of expensive treasures, and an antique store called The Butler Did It. I totally forgot to eat. That has literally never happened to me before in my entire life. But this town had me captivated. There's magic everywhere. You just have to look for it. Usually open about 10 a.m. I love beach towns. I know this is going to be really hard to believe, but I lost my glasses again. So this really nice lady in a shop gave me hers. She's like, yeah, they're really cheap readers. I have a whole pack of them. I buy them by the pack. I guess that's what I need to start doing. Jeez. Okay, way back in, I don't know, a couple years ago, I went to Yellowstone and started a segment called Stupid I Spend My Money On. And on today's episode, we have the bald Bigfoot. That's right, y'all. The bald Bigfoot. You guys remember these, right? You take the magnetic pen and you trace around and you can make little different, like okay, there's a reason for this. I have these in my salon for when kids come in, and I have the girl and the boy, and now I have the Bigfoot. And I just think it's completely appropriate. I'm not going to admit how much I just spent on this because I'm ashamed. But I had to have it. The other stupid thing that I've spent my money on, the Bigfoot lunchbox. There's nothing in it, but doesn't mean there won't be. I think that I can find something in my car to put in here. My plan is to use this in my car camping setup, however that is. But I have no idea how I'm going to do it. But here's my favorite part. Like, here was the deciding factor on why I picked this up and decided I need to put stuff in it. I believe in myself. Okay, so now we're leaving because it's time. It's time to get on the road and head and see what other trouble we can get into. It's only like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so let's go. I don't know where we're going, but let's go. So I was driving along Highway 1 here, and oh, did you see it? Oh my God. And I saw this this water coming out like a spout, and I thought, that can't be a whale. I don't have that kind of luck. And lo and behold, it's a whale. It is a whale in the surf right there. And I just can't believe it. You see it? No, I need to stop moving. It's blowing its spout. Right there. Oh, there it is again. Oh my gosh, it's breaching. Oh, I hope you can see it. Oh my God, this is so cool. Look at it out there. It's going up and down. I don't even know what that's called. Oh, how amazing. There it is. It must be eating or something because it's just staying in that little outfield. Oh, there's another one. Did you see that one? Oh my gosh, there's more than one. Oh, this is so incredible. Whoa, there they go. Okay, so I just turned around and I'm at the Oregon whale watching building. No wonder there's whales out here. There's a whole building set up for it. That was thrilling. I've never seen a whale in nature before. I'm not sure where I would have seen a whale captive either, but wow, that was cool. That was really cool. Okay, I made it to the Devil's Punch Bowl, and it's not really doing its crashing thing that it can do, but it's absolutely beautiful. It's stunning. This is such an incredible... I don't even have the words for it. The sunset, the punch bowl, it's wonderful. This really has been such an epic journey so far. And I was thinking about it in the car, about how I didn't plan anything, I didn't research anything, because this was sort of an impromptu trip. And there have been frustrating moments, but overall, it has been really exciting to just pull over on the side of the road and see what's outside of your car. It's just been a blessing. And absolutely stunning. This is an amazing house right outside of Devil's Punch Bowl, and they have decorated their tree with all those buoys. I wonder if these are purchased or found. Look at even under the tree. It just looks like an amazing Christmas tree with a bunch of baubles everywhere. I just think it's so special. I love it. Okay, I just got the 411 on these amazing decorations here. This gentleman who lives in this home has been collecting these for over 50 years. He walks the beach every single day and he pulls these up from the beach, drags them up to his house to decorate his amazing tree. I think this is the kind of roadside attraction that attracts me the most. This person is not only decorating his home in such a fun and creative way, but he's taking up the trash off the beach. And I just think it's so special. It's so special. I also noticed while I was sitting here filming this tree that a lot of the neighbors are walking towards the beach, towards the Devil's Punch Bowl. And so I stopped one of the guys because I wanted to know more about this tree, and he told me the story. And then he also told me that basically the entire neighborhood walks to the Devil's Punch Bowl every day to watch the sunset. The entire neighborhood. It's their daily tradition. This is the type of village I want to end up in. When I think about my forever home or space, this is it. This is the community I'm talking about. I'm really excited. Okay, we have places to be and people to see. Not really. We just have to find out where we're going to live tonight. And right this very second, I don't know where that is. So we gotta find our place. A safe place. Okay, my night tonight is not as epic as it was last night. I do not have an ocean view, but I am in a Walmart, and I am in Newport, which is where I wanted to stay tonight. But according to the freecampsite.net or whatever it is that I use to boondock, there wasn't anything in Newport. So I feel really blessed that I drove past this Walmart and that I saw other campers in the parking lot, because that means that plus there are no signs saying no overnight parking means that it is a safe place to be. And I decided to camp right next door to a scamp because I am putting it out into the universe that I will own a scamp by the end of this year. So I'm just gonna go to sleep looking at this camper, envisioning it as my own. This has been a really long day, and this is going to be a really long video. So if you made it to the end, thank you so, so, so much. I had a great adventure with you today. Oregon is an amazing state. If you need to explore anything, start with Oregon. It is just phenomenal no matter where you go.